Okay, let's just make sure things are running. Are we running on YouTube? Yes, indeed we are. We've now caught up on YouTube. We've got us chat loaded. Job's good. Change that to live chat. And we'll dive straight in. And hopefully we'll get this area here cleaned up. Yo, Uber, welcome, mate. I really struggle squeezing this King Bow stuff out of the tube unless I eat it up. Nigel, hello, mate. So let's dive in and get this solder changed. Yo, Georgie, welcome, buddy. Have you been released yet, mate? Yes. If this works, does this mean we can fix beep on off faults? Beep on and off faults can vary, mate. Typically on a beep on beep off on an Xbox can literally be absolutely anything on the board at fault. It's just a case of fault finding. It's just a case of fault finding. Yo, Steve B, welcome, mate. Let's hope this round 3 is the last round. Yes, this is still Nigel's board, mate, yes. Let's cut a bit of that off. Let's just make sure we're not damaging any of the pads. We'll go for some cleanup. Yo, Danny. Welcome, Danny. I'm still in my work gear because I was woken up at 5:30 this morning. Let's just see if we'll get away with that. Yeah, we should do. We should get away with that. Yo Dreams, what's my day job again, mate? I am, well, I work for a funeral director, so I'm not necessarily say it's my day job, mate, because I'm not there constantly. So I'll move that out of there for a minute. Yo Andrew, Mr. S. Yeah, it was missing 1.1. There was a short on 1.1, mate. No, I don't embalm them. So I'm going to preheat this on this big baste here. I'm only going to use bottom heat. Job security right there. Yeah, I mean, it's a job for life, mate. It's I can't see me losing it or anything. Might be quiet at times, but at some point I'm gonna set up some cameras when I get some, and we are going to look at setting this machine up fully. But for now, I'm just gonna choose that one there. I believe it was. Apply it back. Make sure that current. Yeah. And start. So this is just going to run the heaters at the bottom. Isn't 1.1 RAM or APU? APU possibly runs at 1.1, mate. Yes, but we lifted the chip and tested the southbridge. And the southbridge showed a short on these all across here showed short to ground, mate, and the two centre ones there at the top of that centre section should be 1.1. Yo Wayne, yo. Alright, I forgot to knock that camera back to other one. So that's both. The bottom meters have now reached 140 degrees Celsius, so I'm just gonna keep it there for now and just gonna let it run for a little while just to preheat and just to put some heat in the board. Waiting for chat to kick off so I can flex. Let me see if I can while I'm on. No, that doesn't show me that. I'll have to try a different way. You've just got home from the office. Are you gonna squeeze a stream in then, mate? If you can or not. Temperature. Let's see where we're at on that section just there. We are currently at 80 degrees-ish. Ish, 80 degrees Celsius-ish. I've just got that holding on temperature as well, so it's not really irrelevant that I sit there watching it. Got to pick the kids up at 4. Stick that in there for the minute. Get one of my gloves at the ready. Move that slightly down. We've still got a few components to put back on this as well that we removed off. To see what. I'm gonna preset mine at 450 with an airflow of 35. No nozzle. Just get bits and pieces ready. Where are we at on that? We are at around 100 degrees. Let me give this King Bowl Flux a bit of a preheat. Yo, Jaden. That should be that preheated. That should be this around about ready to come off. So I'm going to lift that off, place that just there. I'll tell that to stop. We'll switch this to the overhead. No, you can't see on the overhead. Which means I've got to flip that round that way. Still can't see on the overhead, so zoom out a little, move my head up there for now. We're going to put some flux down. We're going to take the chip, that is still quite warm, so we need to get that into a rough place. And hopefully flow. I'm gonna bob that if I can, just about there. And that should be reflowed. So we'll let that go. And then we'll test, make sure there's no Short on the 1.1 volt. Let me knock that off a second while that's cooling. Is that finished? Yeah, that's below. I'll just turn cooling on. You got the kids for the weekend then, Wayne? It'll work and have 62% error. Oh mate. We can only but see how it goes. If Danny had said that, then yes. I've got me tonight, out tomorrow night, wife's got them. Oh, nice, mate. Oh, nice. That should be cool enough now to give it a quick old clean. Me and my paintbrush. Plus side is the southbridge is not moving. So we know somewhere along the lines it's stuck. Oh, have I put it on backwards? Right, stop that cooling, light off, shut that off, get rid of the noise. Right. What did I what did I remove from the two caps? I've got 3 caps there. I put that back on. Let's quickly make sure we have no 1.1 short. ground source and 1.1, no short there. While we're here, we may as well check 3.3. No short there either. Which is good. Good. Don't some of that on there. Some of that there. Did that area have anything on? Let me grab a donor. And we'll take a look on a donor. Right, what's the difference there? Oh, so it's just that on one Capman, isn't it? I may pull that one cap from the donut because I've got 3 capacitors on my mat and I'm not entirely sure which is which. Hiya buddy, unfortunately I do not fancy butchering your name on stream, mate. That one I won't be able to pronounce. So we'll do that. We'll pinch a cap from this board here. I'm gonna bob that on there. I'll place that there. How much is Cold War? What have I done with that? Just make that look a little bit more presentable. Quick clean down on that. We have also got to consider the possibility that something caused that southbridge to short. Now then, do I pull off the 3.3? Which goes around there somewhere. Do I pull that from a donor or not? No, we'll go with the one that was removed. Let me just move that to there. I can't remember on stream, did I pull one of these and test one? Why have I got two of these on my mat? My memory is terrible. Check for what, mate? Right. Let's just pull another, just in case. Oh, yeah. One was stuck to the board, wasn't it? Yes. Cheers, Nigel. That reminded me. So let's see what. Sound very quick. Yeah, we'll wind up there. We lined up there. Yeah, we're lined up there. So we'll go ahead and throw a little bit of solder on them. That's that side done. Now I need to make it a little bit easier for me. And that should be that side done. Quick clean off on that. Quick blow dry off. And my phone's ringing. Nice. That happens to be my grandma. Right, so did we have anything else? Stop fanning man and plug it in. Well, let's just zip that up a bit. Let's pull the meter on. Okay, yes, indeed, okay, it's poll time. Fixed or not fixed? Make sure we've no shorts back, no short there, no short there, nothing there, nothing there, that's ground, nothing there, nothing on the fuse, nothing there, nothing on 1.1, not standby, nothing on 1.8, nothing on VBAT, and nothing on 12 volt. So before we even attempt to power it on with a front board, let's go through the standby voltages. That meter's about to turn off, so I'll do it for it. Let's just grab an heat sink. Go on then, I've got one somewhere. Let me move all my shit out the way to find I can't get to one. How have I not got, when there's one staring me in my fucking face? Bang. APU isn't getting too hot. We've got 12 volt. We've got 5 volt. We don't have 3.3, which means we won't have 1.1. What's the possibility of that 3.3 being bad? Have we now got a short back on 1.1? No, no short on 1.1. No short to ground on that. It won't power on, mate. Let me grab a can't use that one. Let me grab a panel. Panel grabbed. It won't turn on, mate. Not with 3 volt missing or 1.1. Although we got fan spin. But no go. Change that 3.3 regulator. Is it possible that that was bad? I don't know, but I have a funny feeling that if we can get these voltages back, no, I'm a little busy. I'm a little busy. Yo, Jess. You gone too far. And I don't want that either. Why do I want to take it off at that? So we'll remove that one and we'll put no, we won't put that one on, or at least we will in a minute. I haven't lost it. No. Right, air down time. And that should have that. Whoosh mode activated. Yeah, mate. Whoosh mode activated. I'll tell you what I didn't do while that were on. No. We've put a lot of heat near this coil here. So I didn't make sure that that wasn't busted. Oh well, never mind. We'll test in a second. Can't really do anything much with the APU, mate. Not really. This had the retimer done, changed. Didn't it, George? That's not a bad retimer, that, mate. That's not a bad placement at all on that retimer. To say you've no microscope, mate. That is pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, who did I say? Did I not say Nigel? Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy. Well, that's a coil, so that should be good. Right, let's let that cool a little longer. And jam that in there. Sorry, Nigel. I meant Nigel, not George. Didn't mean Georgie. Didn't mean Georgie. I reflowed what, mate? I reflowed the southbridge. Can't do the APU, GPU, CPU. Oh, did I reflow it? My bad. My mind's going, mate. I'm getting older. Old age memory. Let's plug this in. Because I'm sure the last time we got some fan spin, voltage mode. We've got 12 volts. We've got 5 volts. Oh, now then. Why have we got half a volt? Sometimes you'll need a good ultrasonic bath for a board to come alive. Maybe, mate, if it's been liquid damaged. We have no 1.1 volts. 12 volts should be coming in from there. Yeah, 12 volts. That one there should be 5. Right, so that's not 5. So that there should be 8 or 9. 10 even. That capacitor there should be 5. Yeah, so we've got 5 volt there. We've got 5 volt here. Yeah. What we've got there. Millivolts. We should have 5 on both that and that. Should have 3 there. I wonder what could happen if there was a large... I wonder what would happen if there was a large ultrasonic bath. The human got in it. It might clear nicotine stains. Yeah, it's only half working. Yes, mate, it's only half working. So, what is pulling? What is pulling that 3.3 volts down? Gotta be a resistor, right? Surely. We're still not showing short to ground, which is good. Resistance. have from there to there. Heckin' idiot, you haven't got the multimeter on this screen. You idiot. Yes, mate. Have fun, take care, drive safe. See you on the next one. .7. Yeah, about right. That one's reading 50 ohms. Don't know if that's right. And that one's reading 2K. Most of the time when a power supply unit won't output, it's the power supply is outputting the correct voltage, mate. Yo, David. Welcome, buddy, if I've not seen you already. The power supply unit is a 12 volt power supply unit, and that's outputting 12 volts. And then we have 12 volt comes in here into this chip. We have a couple of 5 volts. These two here should be 5 volt lines. And then this line here should be a 3.3, and that line there should be 3.3. What's pulling it down is the question. That's showing a bang on direct short. Chris, look around PMIC just onsh. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm sorry for not noticing you. Could there be a voltage regulator somewhere? There could be, but there could be. But what's the chances of it being something for the 1.1 or did you have it reading 0.4 before, Nigel? iFix consoles, have you another 3.3 regulator? Yes, I have, mate. But I can't see it being that. If we're getting 4.5, we're getting 0.4 of a volt out of that, so it's can't see it being that, but I can change it, mate. There's no harm in changing it again. Yes, on this chip there may be a feedback circuit. There could be, mate. The problem is knowing exactly which would be the feedback circuit. If I'm entirely honest, I'm not sure how I would even attempt to find the data sheet on that specific IC. Not sure at all. But yeah, we can pull one of them off of a donor. So let's pull one from a. First of all, let's. Let's do away with that one. Let's pull that from there and let's place it there. That should be that done. Note to self, don't put tweezers in your hand. Tips get very hot. That should be that flowed in. Yeah, looks kind of okay. Let's allow it to cool. Let's allow it to cool. Are we still streaming? Yes, I disconnected the power, mate. Danny! We're not getting on right cracking, mate. We managed to get 0.4 of a volt on 3.3. Oh, what do I see there? What indeed do I see there? Oh yeah, that won't do it any favours. That won't do it any favours at all. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. That won't do it any favours. Will she? Will she? 'Cause like, could do with sorting that out, lad. A nice little fit there out of alignment. That could be bridged. That could be an issue. No. Let's keep an eye on these connectors. Trying not to burn them. Trying to slowly build the heat up. Get a bit of squeezage on that. And hold in the polish. Alright. Now we spotted that one. I wonder if that was indeed not very good on that. Let me just give this a bit of a good old-fashioned clean. That's alright. That's alright, it wasn't air anyway. Not a crack. We managed to do that without melting any of the connectors. Sure, that should deserve an award. No, wrong, no. I already had it on the right camera. What have I done with my glasses? Where is that fit on the board? That fit is just here, mate. Just there. So that's going to be power for something. Not necessarily saying that it's 3.3, but if it's 5 volt supplying to the disk drive, maybe, then possibly it could have been pulling any 5 volt down from here, which is where the 3.3 regulator is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's plug her up. It's especially hard. I do have to say that it's especially hard to get something like a MOSFET flowed in nicely. It could have been that it's moved slightly itself, maybe. With too much heat. So we'll leave the board off for now. Hey Chris. Yes, Dad will fix it. David, see you soon, buddy. Hey, hey Phil. Hey Phil, George missing a spanner. Hey Phil. Oh, did you mean Chris? Yeah, I'm gonna look into sorting a few bits and pieces out, mate. Can't do it at the minute, but we will get there. We've got wrong fucking mode. We've got 12 volt. We've got 5 volt. We've not got 3.3. We've not got 3.3. Chris, can you diagnose RAM by the cap, or is that a low impedance line? It's low impedance line, mate, but 9 times out of 10, the only thing that's going to run through your cap is possibly power. So depending on what home reading you get, you might get, let's say you might get 37 on one, you might get 16 on another, or you might get 10 on another, in which case then that one's possibly bad. We've still only got 4 point whatever. Right, let me what do we get on this? Do we get a short? No. 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 Dial mode. On the gate is going to be that one there. 0.9. It should be about right. Did you replace all the components you took off? Yes, mate, I did. Yes, I did indeed, mate. Oh, why have we only got 0.4 of a volt? I don't really want to go injecting voltage again. Just for the simple reason that it could be possible that that's what caused the last southbridge to short. If I've injected 3.3 volts here and then something's bad on the 1.1, I don't know. Let's plug its power back in. Let's shut that down. We get no heat whatsoever. We're still only going to get see, we had 0.4. Did we not have 0.4 there before? Why have we now got 255 millivolts? Why? Why, oh why? Why? Here we have 5 volt on that now. No, we don't. We have 12 volt there. Yes, we do. That's supposed to be 3. There's no short on that. There's no continuity on that. Nothing there, nothing there. What we got underside? We do have the, if I remember to go the right way around, we do have the Ethernet driver, the Ethernet IC on the underside. Anybody got a data sheet on that? Realtek A111HM, or will it be G919Z32? There's got to be something pulling the and they're going to go through most of them are going to go through other side of board. Most of them go through other side of board, yeah, they do. Nowhere near that MOSFET. So that MOSFET ain't going to be it. Just don't like get it back into focus slightly. No. 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 Check that fuse. Yeah, fuse good. Is that making a connection? Yeah, just about. That got touched a little bit. There's no shorts on that bit. And that one got touched as well. So that means if we ever get voltage back, they may need changing. But what else can be bringing the 3.3 volt down? Let me pull off, just out of interest, let me pull off the retimer, redriver, retimer, encoder, call it what you want. That's yow off and out of there. And bada bum bum bada bum. George has made his own spanner. So that's off of there. And we've no bridges. That's the other thing that was changed, you see. And then there was this. Fit just here as well. So we'll go ahead and realign that. As a just in case. So that's that realigned, just in case. None of them are 3.3s. That looks fandavidozy. So do they. They look okay. That's an air. That bit there's all soldered. Talking to myself, let me know if stream cuts out again. That looks fine. That's slightly off centre, but should be good. Which we'll have a quick look while we're here. Wrong place. Wrong time. That possibly could do a straightening up actually. Just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. So, some flux on matter. Not that this will probably make a difference anyway. Plaster flux all over the place. Can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, let's go for that. There we go. That should be. Now, fandabidozy. Wayne's still in the office. No, Wayne's not in the office, mate. He's gone to pick little ones up. See, find it, fix it. You'll mention timeout. Oh, Mr. S is back, and he also agrees it is indeed a redriver. Just to do your treeing. Right, so we've pulled off the encoder. Yep. Was it that we're pulling the 3.3 down? Let's have a look and see. Board's cold there, board's coolish there. Hit it with the power. Let's pull voltage mode back up. 12, yes, 12. 5, yes, 5. 3.3, no. No, 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 no. No 3.3. Which means we're getting no 1.8 and we're getting no 1.1 because we're missing 3.3. 12 generates 5, 5 generates 3.3, 3.3 generates 1.8, 1.8 generates 1.1 ish. Why are we getting no? Why are we getting no? 3.3. There's just got to be something pulling it. There's no shot. So it's just got to be something pulling it down. Got to be something pulling it down. What do we have on there? Nothing. Nothing there. Nothing at all. 12 volt there. On the gate. We have 12 volt on the gate. Does this side not power on until the console switches on? Because I'm assuming that's... Yeah, that's ground, that side. So that side there should be live for the disk drive. No, that probably shouldn't be on standby anyway. But how have we got no 3.3? What the f... Uber is pulling it down. Getting 5 volt from there. On that. What's that side? Again, 5. 12 there. That there looks a little bit messy. Do we have anything missing from there? We should have 5 volt, I believe, on that fuse. Is there anything missing from there with 5 volt on that? Means we should probably have 5 volt on that. Is there anything else missing off this board? Should have 5 there, yeah, which means that we've got 5 there because they're pretty much straight through. 12 volt on gate, yes, 12 volt on gate, mate. I think that's how a working one tested. So, if because we know this, so we know this board works of Wayne's, yeah. Right, just come on, Chris, get with the program. So we know this board works. This board is Wayne's. Take that out my gob a bit. On camera. This board here is the board from Wayne. Mobile works, but I can't really do anything with it until he sends me some disk drive boards so that I can just check and make sure. But as you can see, this one comes on. So temporarily kill power, pull that out. And let's see what we get on that same gate, which is other, wrong way with my, is the enable pin enable pin on what, Ali? Enable pin on what, mate? Multimeter, we are in voltage mode. Let's supply some electricity, and we have 12 volt on that. We have 1.1 volt on that, but we're not going to get 1.1 volt on the other until we've got 3.3 volts. We do indeed have 12 volt on the gate of a working console. So brings us to this point here, which is the crap for the 3.3, and we should have 5 on here. Yep. I'm not sure, mate. I don't know which the enable pin is for this, but we've got 5 volt on there. We have 5 volt on that. No, we have just shy of 9 volt on that. We have 3.3 volt on this side of this cap, and we have 3.3 volt on that. Yeah, do we have anything on that resistor just there? No, no thing we don't have. I'm not sure which the enable pin is. It could be this one, it could be that one. I'm assuming the enable pin is going to be a 5 volt signal. Just send that board back to Wayne. Wayne won't mind. Lol. I can't send you this one, mate. I do have another working board, but I can't send you this one because you can't put OSU on it. It'd get stuck at 62%. It would get stuck. Yeah, this is U4C2. This is the 3.3 regulator. So where do so is it something that's stopping that? That's stopping 5 volt and 9 volt maybe on that regulator? Is it them 2 points? See, they go through the board, but they don't necessarily go through the board. They might go through the board, but they might not pop out. They could go into another layer and then pop up anywhere else. But let's just flip the board over and let's make sure we don't have any shorts to ground on these 2 caps here. No. 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 Let's go. Resistance mode. Should that be 0 ohm? Although the fact that we're getting 0 ohm is more than likely so, because they tend to go high in reading rather than low. We've got 10k on that. We've got 100 ohms on that, which possibly sounds about right. I don't know. It's just got to be something pulling it down. Got to be. It slipped off. And got to be something pulling it down, or as Ali said, there's nothing getting through to the enable on this. It will have an enable, but which one it is, I'm not entirely sure. Without attempting to pull up some kind of data sheet to see which pin that is. Could it run from that one there? It could do, I just don't know. I have to say, I have no idea. Do we got message, right. 5 volt comes from the left 3 caps. No. No, 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 no. 12 volt comes from the left 3 caps. Not 5, mate. Do we go? Let's take a look at this and see. Don't we have a link? Probably don't have a link for the. And of course, I have to wait 3 years for my PC to catch up. Minimize that. I'm sure it will pop up when it's good and ready. If it does pop up when it's good and ready. So you've only really you've the 5 volt. That 9 volt. See, we've not even got 5 volt or 9 volt on that. Should we have 5 volt or 9 volt? Or are they not active? Right. Yo, jinx it. Yes, Ali, I agree, mate. We need a data sheet pretty badly. This is back to Wayne's board. Let's quickly take this off. Right, that's that. Let me bob that somewhere separate. Right, that's that off. Nigel, the thing we were talking about earlier on that other Xbox you purchased, mate, friend request accepted, so I'll be able to drag you into a chat and then I'll leave, mate, and let you try and get that sorted. Right. Let's head over to this scope. So this board that definitely works, barring being stuck at 62%. I've just pulled that 3.3 volt regulator off. Just gonna light my gas soldering iron, which I'm sure by now you all know that I don't own a gas soldering iron. I'm sure there's a lighting something. Right, let's throw some power back into here. Yeah, that's still a bit warm, so we're not gonna slam the lid down yet. And let's just see if we have any other incoming voltage from that resistor or that capacitor. Let's just see if we have any incoming voltage other than the 12 volts. Just waiting for the board to cool down a bit. Because she's still a little bit warm. No mate, not for me. The only joints I get involved with is solder joints. Let's pin ground to that connector. Are we nearly there? We're just about there. We can now slam that lid down on that. Right, so we've got 12 volts. Yes, we've got 5.5 volt. This is on the working board, by the way. We've got us 3.3 volt. No, we haven't got 3.3 volt after lifting that off. We've got 0.8 volt. We're not going to have 3 volt, are we? Feckin' Egypt. We should have us 12 volt there. Do we still get 5 volt? No, we don't get 5 volt there. Do we still get any voltage there? And no, we don't get any voltage there. Right, let's get daring and let's zoom in a little bit. So we know these two, or these 4 pads are 3.3. This one is ground, that one's 12 volt. That one's 5, that one's 9. Do we get anything on that resistor just there off screen? No, we don't. Do we get anything on that point there? We do. We do. We get 1.8 volt on that point there. Okay. So we get 1.8 on that, which is this pin here. Do we get anything on that? No, so that's going to be ground. Do we get anything on that? Nope. Do we get anything on that? Nope. That one there's not going to be used, that one's not going to be used, and that's just 3.3 volts. So we're going to be tipping then, because we've got another voltage signal here of 1.8, we're going to be tipping that this is the enable pin. Just show you where I'm sat. I'm sat just on that point there. I'm assuming that's gonna be 1.8. Do we get 1.8 at this point here? We do get 1.8 at that point. Do we get 1.1? We do get 1.1. So 1.1 and 1.8 aren't generated by 3.3. So what in the world is generating 1.1 and 1.8? 1.8 could be VBAT. Is VBAT 1.8? Yeah, VBAT's 1.8. Do we get anything on that? We don't get anything on that one there. V fuse. We get nothing on V fuse. That one there isn't active until the system's active. That one there's not active till the system's active. You guys can't see what I'm pressing, but what I'm probing. But I'm probing just below the secondary RAM or NAND, whatever you guys want to call it, where you've got another 1.1 test point and another 1.8 test point, but they don't fire up until we have which I can show you. I just need to disable that camera. Voltage divider somewhere, yeah, possibly, mate. So where I was probing was on VBAT, which is here, is 1.8. So I'm assuming I probably shouldn't assume. We should have us 5 volts there. Probably shouldn't assume. But do we have anything on these pins here? That center one, I do believe. I'll have to go under the scope for that. Scope cam. Let's go over to these. That's gonna be that one. So we should have. I'm almost certain that this is the live coming in. No, that must be ground. So it must be that one there. We've got 0.8 coming in, which is same as what we've got on the 3.3. Now we've removed the 3.3. But this test point here doesn't function until the system's running. So on that 1.1, what do we have on that? Again, we've got 0.8. So these two must be supplied by the 3.3. We're getting the same reading from that. Let's take a look around this. Where else? Actually, before we do that, where else can we essentially be getting the 1.8 for the VBAT from? I'll switch my face cam back up in a second. We've got a bit of crap down there. What's chances of one of these being for VBAT? What is the chances? I'm getting messenger notifications. Where on the board is that? That's underside of the board. Is the yellow ones 1.8, Mr. S? Is the yellow ones 1.8? Let's take a gander. Let's have a look. Mr. S has just sent me some picture, which is very kind of him. Spin that around like that. I don't know if. So we're going to be looking at a little component here. The yellow's 3 volt. We're not going to get us 3 volt, mate, because we've just removed the 3.3. 3.3 regulator. I can now turn that back on so you guys can see my lips moving when I'm Becking babbling to myself. Can I get focused on that? No, I can't because it's too high. It's far too high up. I can get focused slightly if I hold my scope up. So let's take a look and see. Try not to move it about. 0.8, so that's part of us 3.3 line. What's this side? 0.8, again part of us 3.3. Ground, nothing that side. Don't touch that, you fucking idiot. Have I just touched that? Have I just touched that? Flip this back over. Let me just quickly check 12 volts. We've still got 12 volts. So, is it possible? Do I throw that back on? Do I throw that regulator back on? I think I'm gonna have to see if should we have 1.8 in there. Does VBAC come from the power management IC? So we've got VBAC from somewhere. Where are we getting us 1.8 from? Where are we getting us 1.8 from? What's regulating that? There's 1.8 standbys there. 1.8 standbys. Where them four holes are, which is there, goes onto that line. Right. Yes, it's still missing 3.3, mate, but we're also missing 1.8. 1.8 might be for the enable for the for the 3.3. Let's take a look in this area here. That actually looks quite messy. Was this liquid damaged? Was it liquid damage? Let's have a gander at this area just here. So 1.8, the 1.8 test point. I don't want. Let's go for short detection. So the 1.8 volt test point comes through on But these 4 holes here. No, it bought as dead Xbox. I was just wondering what this is, mate, and not only what that is, but also what all that is. All there. Suppose that could be flux, but I don't think that's flux just there. So 1.8 is on the other side of the board just here. So let's have a gander and see if any of these which kind of rules that out then, doesn't it? So that must disappear off somewhere else in board. That must go to somewhere else. Because that's showing as ground this side. So that 1.8 must go to another layer in the board and disappear somewhere. We get around 15k on that one. We get around $15k on that one. So I think the main objective there is to find what do we have a data sheet on NCP for 205, I think it is. Can't even remember, can't even think of what. This is your board, mate. This is your board. Back onto your board, mate. What we need to do is determine where our 1.8 volts comes from, because we should have 1.8 there. We get diddly squat. VBAT, we should also have 1.8 on the VBAT, and we get zilch. Are we reading? We're reading no shorts. No shorts, we're not reading. We're not reading any shorts. Yes, should be a data sheet. I'll have a look in a minute, mate, and see if I can find anything. What are we supposed to have there? And there. I can't. Oh, right. Hang on. Right. That's not getting up anyway. That's not getting up. Nothing's getting up. Nothing's getting what? Right. Do I have the data sheet on my phone? Let's take a look. Files, search files, 4205, NCP 4205, that'll come in handy. Right, on PDF. DDD power good. Right, what we got? Power good. Do we have anything that states? What do we should have on the voltages? Like 3. No. No, I'm gonna say not. I'm gonna say the 1.8 doesn't come from the power management. What number pins are them two? That is, do we have any power good signal to check? We can check a power good signal, mate. That one's 4 and 5, so we normally get some kind of voltage on 4 and 5. Pins 4 and 5 are clock and what's that, data? Yeah, so that's clock and data. VDD power good is pin 6. VDD Northbridge power good is pin 7. Do we get anything on pin 6? I'm assuming we have no Northbridge on Xbox S. We have 267 millivolts on. Probably don't have anything on that because we're That's pin 6. Yeah. Yo, Josh. I don't think 1.8 volts will come from the power management IC. So let's check what we're supposed to have around this area. We get nothing. That side's ground. We get nothing. Is that supposed to be a 1.8 line, a 3.3, or a 1.1? What do we get on this? 12 volt on that. 5 volt on that. Zilch on that side. And zilch on that side. Is that reading as a short? No, that side's ground. That side's not supposed to be ground. I seriously don't think that it's gonna be. And we've got 5 volt there. Nothing on the gate. That's going to be ground. That should be. That can't be. No on ground. That's 12 volt. It's 12 volt. This gate is has nothing on it, and there's nothing there. Sure, that's wrong. Quickly swap over this board. Throw in the working one of Wayne's. Plug that in there. Shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Back to the same place. We've got 12 volts on that. What do we have on that? Nothing. Nothing on the gate, so it must be right. Nothing on that. Nothing on that gate. That might not function until it's turned on. Do we have anything on that? No. 5 volts on that. Don't have 5 volts on that. We had 5 volt on the other one, didn't we? We have no voltage on that either. Back with coffee. Coffee would be nice at this point, mate. Yes. No. We're generally chasing 1.8. We have no VBAT on this, mate. So this is Wayne's board. We've still not got no 3.3 IC on this, back on it. What did we get on that other one? On that. That looks a bit messy there as well. So, in case you missed Uber, we have the 3.3 volt regulator here, which is U4C2. On this one, if I put power back to it, we get 12 volt here, and we get 1.8 volts at this point here, mate, which is I'm assuming an input voltage onto that chip, which by input voltage I'm assuming that one's the enable signal for this to turn on, and then this itself produces from the 12 volt coming in, it produces 5 volt on this one, around 9 to 10 volts on this one, 3.3 on this section here, and 3.3 on this end pad to this cap. So we are not getting any we're not getting any 1.8 volt, but we have removed the 3.3 volt regulator from off of this board, and we still get 1.8 volts, and we still get 1.1 volt on the standby on that, which means 1.1 volt and 1.8 volt can't come from the 3.3 volts, because we've disconnected the 3.3. so that one there we get 1.8, that one there we get 0.8. now the reason we're getting 0.8 from that is because we're not getting any 3.3. Let me just clarify that. Let's just throw back on the 3.3 regulator onto this. Unplug that. Need that back over there. I'm starting to lose my marbles. Zoom down into there. We'll drop a little bit of flux on. And that'll do for now. Grab our 3.3 and that is there. Let's just quickly flow this back in. Gliding nicely, add a little pressure, re-wet, we're done. Yes, I'm starting to lose my marbles. So, is our 1.8 generated by this? This could be a little voltage regulator. 1.8 could be 1.8 could be that one there. Oh, it could be that one there. What is that one? If I hold that there, yo, CFQ, welcome. What is that one for? I can't see any readings. What's that? 8104 S Y1 or something. So, anyway, something has to be generating our 1.8 and our 1.1 with or without the 3.3 on. I think we need 1.8 at that. I think 1.8 for that is enable for the 3.3. .8's not showing a short. VBAT's not showing a short. Come on, Bob, cool down. Yeah, fuck it. Screw it, you're cool enough. Yeah, cool enough. I'm starting to lose my marbles. So on one of these, I believe it was That one we should have 3.3 on that. What is that one? No, we still only have 0.8. So 0.8 must be correct. So what do we have? What? Go on that cap. Nothing on that cap. Other side of that cap. 3.1. So that one there is also 3 volts. So is that 3 volts coming in, 1.8 coming out on that pin? Bit of a no, because no, it can't be. We had 1.8 on that anyway. We had 1.8 on that before. We've just put that 3.3 back on. Oh dear God. What is generating our 1.1 and 1.8? What about that one there? Nothing on that. Nothing. 5 volts on that. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. So I think it's safe to say that that doesn't generate 1.8. We could very well wind up having a fucking part 4 to this. Do we really want a part fucking 4? Don't think so. This is where I can't really get in board because it's too fucking high. I'll just disconnect its power. Well done. Can I get it in if I tilt it? Let's see. So this is the underside of the board. That must be that side. Nothing on there. We'll have nothing on there. Nothing on there. No, so I'm gonna say that ain't. That ain't nothing. I can get that in focus. What have we got on there? Nothing. 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 And nothing. And that one there will be ground, possibly. Nothing. 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 What about... Can't get that one in focus. Have I knocked that? Is that in? Oh, you fuck off. Back off. Back off. Back off. Right, do we got 12 more on there? No, how have we not got 12 volts on this? This is Wayne's board. What am I missing? Why have we now not got 12 volts on Wayne's board? Right. Ditch that. Pull in that. Lift that up there. Plug that in there. Plug that in there. Click that back down. This is a different power supply. Right, I'm losing plot. Let me just tell you all, I'm losing the plot. I can't believe, well, I can't. Probably don't help you guys not being able to see. How can we possibly have nothing on any of these ICs? How is that possible? It ain't possible, he says. It is when somebody forgets to put fucking ground wire on. Ain't it? 5 volts. Move that ground wire, do we still get 5 volts? No, that means ground isn't making a connection. Can I stab that into there? I can. Still get 5 volts on that then. Nothing on that. Nothing that side. That's going to be ground. .5 volts. Could 2.5 volts. Generators 1.8. That's 2.5, so all them three are 2.5s. That one there's a 5 volt. Let's just check this one again back over here. Now we've got some proper power supply going in. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. 3.3 on that. 3 on that, and nothing on that. So is it possible that we should have 2.5 volts coming from that? So we're back to Nigel's board on this now. We'll flip it over and we're gonna go over to this. Um, 5 volt in, or 2.4, 2.5, sorry, 2.5, and a 5. Let's take a gander. 5 volt in. No, don't do it again, you fucking spoon. See, I told you I'm losing plot. And I know I'm losing plot because I keep forgetting to place my ground. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. 5 volts. Right, 5 volts. 2.5. No, 2.5. No, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 on that. But we've got 2.5 on that. We've got 2.5 on that. Sure, we had 2.5 on that other board. Now we was showing 2.5. I'm gonna fucking 5 volts. Yes, we've got 5 volts. So that's reading exactly the fucking same. Holy footballs, holy footballs. Where in the world can, what in the world can be producing our 1.8 volts? Bam. What do we have on that? Nada. 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 Five volts. Nothing. 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 So we've, what did we have? 5 volts just on that one. There. No, it wasn't there, was it? It was 5 volts there. Nada there. If you mean in the standby voltage diagram, mate, it do, but some of it's wrong. I'm almost certain of it. Some of it's wrong. I could be wrong. Let me just. So again on that, I can get that into view. find a so we've got 5 volts on that. Have I not got my ground point? Stick that in there and try again. 5 volts, yes, 5 volts. No volts. No volts. No volts. And nada. And nada on that. Check on that. 5 volts. So there's still no sign of that 1.8. So we are most likely going to be looking at a part 3 of part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8, part 9. Might even go for a part 10. We might even just randomly start pulling components. What have we still got George in? Do we still have George in? I mean, if I'm entirely honest, I'm actually quite intrigued now. Quite interested as to where the 1.8 comes from. Do you remember when we discussed before what VREF should be on the RAM management, mate? Well, that 1.8 that should be. I'm just kind of guessing at straws now on the fact that something else might be pulling it down. Well, that side is going to be ground. So that says 5 volt. That says 5 volt. That side's going to be ground. What do we got on there? Why are you spinning, Mr. Fan? Oh, nothing on there. I can't remember. Yeah, me either, mate. I have an image that locates voltages on the board. How can I send it to you? I can grab a. Do I have it? Do I have it? Downloads. Come on, PC. Yes, so I have. No. No. Are we still live? Are we still live? Please tell me we're still live. Crashed. God damn it. Yes, we're still live. We're still live. Bonus. We're just about to hit me PC with a hammer. Let's see if this will load up. Yes, kind of. Yes and no. It's taking a lot of my processor must be. So as 1.8 is green. Right, so if there's 1.8 is green, 3.3 is yellow, 1.8 is green, 2.8 is purple, they've got nothing for 1.8. But if as 1.8 is green, we should have 1.8 coming out of here. So is that the double faking thingamabob, what's it majig? I know what I mean. Computer slow. This is thanks to Trempen Electronics Repair. This is downloaded from GCRL, which is Game Console Repair Legion. 1.8 we should have there. 1.8 we should have there. Which is correct. So does that generate 1.8? We've also got all these that are 1.8s. Oh man. Oh man. Which would be that one there, which makes that 1.8. But that's, see, So that said it were 1.8. Clearly said it were 1.8. Also said that side were 1.8. But it's not, it's 1.1. That is 1.8. Is true. 1.8. What was that? 5? No, 3.1 or 3.3, which is same line as that. That one there is 2.8. That one there is 0.8. One there will be ground. Yes, that one there will be 3, and that one there is ground. So even that, yes mate, I am still live. So even that diagram that we've just looked at there is slightly wrong, because it says that they're 1.8s and they're not the 1.1s. This is a known good working board. Most of these here are 1.8 all the way down. Should be 1.8. That one's 1.1. That's 1.8. So most of these that come from the NAND to the southbridge are 1.8s. We're not showing a short on the 1.8, and I'm losing the will to live. Fucking bastard things. I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm going to start working on fucking PlayStations. Just because I can. But we haven't also got any 1.1. We've not got 1.1 either. We're not going to have 1.1 on that thing. We're not going to have 3.3 on that fucking thing. So we're back to the same place. We're not going to have 1.8 there. No 1.8. We're not going to have 3 volts there. Or wherever it was. We should have had 3. We should have had 3 volts there. We've got 1.2. We've got 1.2 there, which means we're going to have 1.2 there, which jumps to 3.3, and then it drops back down to 1.2. My snake, Jess. We're not going to have 3 volts there. What's going to be chances? Did we have this off yesterday? Don't think we did we? Stick it in the microwave, Chris. I would if I didn't want to break my microwave, mate. Come unstuck already. I'm just gonna pull one from a donut. Okay, risking it for a chocolate biscuit. No, it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It was just not cracking inks. We're not gonna mess about with flux on that just yet. We see what happens first. My friends, I'll stay clear. Normally, if it's just missing its 3.3 volts, usually it's just down to this one here, mate. But I don't know, what the fuck do I know? I can't even think straight at the fucking minute. I'm losing the fucking plot to fucking live and blah blah blah, all that bollocks. None of them resistors are showing short, but they shouldn't anyway. If they showed short, then we'll surely be short on fucking 1.8. Just there. Micro would say U4D4 is the next to swap. U4D4, which is U4D4. I changed that yesterday, mate. Or did I put it back on? Did I put the same one back on? No, because it's there. It was there. It was there. So I changed that yesterday. Right. Filk, we're cool enough. We're cool enough. We've got voltage. We're in voltage mode. The usual checks, 12 volt. Yes, 12 volt. 5 volt. Yes, 5 volt. Did you just change that plugged in? No, I didn't, mate. No. 3.3 volt. No. Still no. 3.3 volts. So We don't have 1.8 volt there. No, why would we? Why would we have 1.8 volt there? What did we have there before? We had 1.2 though, didn't we? We had 1.2 volts there. So, how is it that I've got nothing there now? Why don't I got nothing? Nothing at all. No, it's slightly off. But slightly off shouldn't make a difference. We had 1.2 volts there. We've still got 1.2 volts there. Must have been there then we had 1.2. Yeah. Fucking son of a bitch. With nothing on. Oh, oopsie daisies, I've just bent my probe. We have nothing on. 1.8. Is there anything missing from that area? No, we've got us resistor there. We've got us resistor there. So no, 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 and no, and no, and no, and no, and no. It's now beginning to confuse me. Just out of interest though, that goes to VBAT. What reading do we get in there? 0. So that's pretty much same as a use. We're not getting open line, which means it's connected. Inject 1.8 volts into that test pad. Yeah. I could do kind of. The only letdown on that for me is going to be that what if Southbridge generates that 1.8 volts? You know what? At this point, I'm past caring. Nigel, I'm going to send you a board, mate. I'm going to hold on to this one. We're going to fry the fucker big time. One way or another. I'll send you out a board, mate. I'm going to fucking create a new fucking shitter. It's gonna have a new shithole. One way or another. Clippy, 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 clippy on Mary. Clippy on Mary. Mine's 10 amp max, mate. 10 amp max. No, I don't mind, mate. I'm not actually going to kill it yet. we are going to inject 1.8 into that test point. What's my amps? Let me pull my amps down. 2. Let's go. .5 of an amp. Let's hook that up. To there. Voltage mode. We have 12 volt. Yes, we have 5 volt. Yes. If I inject so I'm on the 3.3 volt test point. If I inject 1.8, we get us 3.3 volts. Do we get us 1.1 volts? We get us 1.1 volts. I'm not frying this board yet. I'm not frying it yet. Look. No, I'm not frying it yet. Let's. Come on. How hard is it to find an hole? We're not frying it yet. We're not frying it yet. We're not frying it yet. No. We ain't frying it yet. We've got this. We've got that. We've shut that. We're gonna inject 1.8 into that. Let me put a bit of pressure on that. Even with me injecting power into that. So I injected power into that. Did we still have 3.3? Yes, we still had 3.3 volts. Do we still have 1.1? Yes, we still have 1.1, and that is still a power on, power off. However, we do have the encoder off. Why have we no fan spin now though? Kill that. We've still got 1.8 injected. Click the switch back down. We've still got that. It's still a power on, power off. We're bound to be still a power on, power off. Hey, unplug that. Remove that. 1.8 into there. Plug that into there. Fuck that tape off. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What should we have on the VREF? VREF should be no, we should get VREF. We should get VREF. We should get VREF. Why are we getting no VREF? Still getting us 3.3. Yes, we're still getting us 3.3. We get our 5 volt in. Don't think I can do this without. And there goes my glasses. Don't think I can do this without looking into the scope. Oh, we got 5 volt. Yes, we've got 5 volt. We've got 5 volt there. That one there is nothing. What's that one? Is zilch. That one there, we should have something on, and we've got nothing on any of them. Nothing on VREF. So, nothing on VREF. That could be the cause of that power on, power off, while we've still got all of those voltages there and present. Not unless I see it's bad. Did you and you did inject 1.8? Yes, I injected 1.8. But we should have. Why have I just knocked that down? I didn't mean to knock that down. I meant to switch the fucking camera. Right, we should have on that 51916 TPS 51916. We should have VREF, which is pin 6. VREF. Next page. VREF. Output voltage is 3.6 volts on VREF. And I'm sure we should have VREF even when the system's powered off. Oh no, that's VTT ref, sorry. VREF is here, which is a 1.8 volt reference output. So I wonder if VREF, TP 51916 is near good. And I wonder if that is causing that to not run. It's not short to ground. But if we've got all voltages there, then we should have had VREF. We should have seen VREF on that point. So, you know what? Heck it. Let's pull the cunt. Chris, can you send me those docs? Yes, I can do, mate. What feeds VREF? VREF comes from VTT SQ. Believe VTT. VREF, I believe VREF is fed either by refing or VDDQNS, mate. VDDQNS, VDDQ output, that's output voltage feedback, reference input for VTT ref. What was the other was reference input for VDDQ connects to the midpoint of a resistor divider from VREF to ground. No, so that's VREF runs to there. I think VREF is generated internally by 5 volt in, mate. We were power good there, which is pin 20. P good goes high when VDDQ output voltage is within the target range, but we didn't get voltage on that either. But I don't think we get voltage on that until we see VREF. So input voltages is 5 volt in, S3, S5, trip and mode. Power ground, VTT ground, VTT SNS, refin, VDDQ SNS, VLD OIN. But as far as I know, we should only have 1.8 volt on from that, and we should see 1.8 volt without turning the system on. We might have others that should be 1.8. Oh yeah, so by the looks of that, VDDQSNS should be 1.8 volt, which is an input current. Refins input current, that too should be 1.8. So if 1.8 should be coming in, we're not going to get 1.8 there anyway, are we? So am I just clutching at straws? Maybe. Yes, I think did I upload it onto Discord? Can't remember, mate. If I am, I'll upload them data sheets. onto Discord. We have that on that. Let me just make sure. We're already in that mode. Yeah, fall floor, I'm not bothered. Should that be ground? Must be. That one is anyway, yeah. That one, that one. That one. The gates for them go to this. The gates aren't sure. No. Let's just pull it. Make it quick. Let's pull it. If it does nothing when we pull that, if we don't see any 1.8 back in play or 3.3 or whatever, then we can just call it a day. It won't hurt anything. Let's just dive straight in. Let's pull. Thank you now. No bridges, I don't think. Not to that. No bridges there. Let the board cool. Let's see what we've got, and then call it a day. That's a TPS 51916. Loads of chips all over the place. I'm a messy bastard. That's the RAM management IC. Yes, mate. You're going to cry. The IC powers RAM chips. No, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's bad RAM, mate. It's RAM management, so without the signals for power good and so on and so forth, then your RAM won't attempt to fire in anyway. It just won't attempt to power up. But I do know from experience, that we should have 1.8 volts on that VREF specifically. And we've not got it. There could be a reason to why we've not got 1.8 volts there. It could be generated by something else. Maybe we should be getting 1.8 volts into that IC from somewhere else for the enable or whatever else it classes itself on that. But we'll let it cool, we'll see what's what, we'll call it a day. If we've still not got any 1.8 volts, we'll call it a day. We might do a fourth visit, and if we then get no joy from the fourth visit, we just think my power supply is 30 volts 10 amps. Where do the tracers run from? VREF. They run into some capacitor, mate, and they go back. VREF goes to that little cluster there. So VREF is this pin. I've got a bridge there anyway. So VREF is this one. This pin 6 comes to this cap, then goes from that cap, comes to this resistor, possibly goes through that resistor, and then maybe back into VREF in, or whatever it were called. What's there on the other side of that board? Anything? Yeah, there's some resistors and whatnot. Goes to the end of this lot here. Which is grouped just here. Couple of capacitors on other side of board. In there continuity between those pads? Yes, there should be continuity between those pads, mate, because looking at that, there is a bridge between those two. So I was in continuity mode, and I went from this capacitor point to that before. Must not have been quite on it, but there is a bridge there, mate. So we'll turn that on. We'll throw a bit of flux down there, and we'll just run across it with the old iron. Any old iron will do. Bridge gone. I could have said something corny then and said bridge rectified, but no. Right, so let's power. Don't turn that off, go to voltage, you fucking moron. See, I'm even calling myself names now. Probably been calling myself names for last, God knows how long. 12 volt, 5 volt, 3.3 volt, no. 1.8 volt, no. And certainly not, no 1.1 volt. And we're not going to get anything on that one there, which I think that's the enable for that. Right. Will that work like that? One last. No, see, there's not even no short on that point there. It's not showing anything short on that point there. That's 1 point. Okay. Right. Okay. No go. Stupid comment alert. You reflowed the SP again, right? No, I didn't, mate. No, I didn't. But I'll tell you what. Right. We're not going to fry it yet. We're going to fry it. We're going to fry it. Whether I get it working or not, we're going to fry it. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. I have a working board. Right. I'm going to send Nigel a working board, and I'm going to send Nigel the matching daughter board, unlike Wayne. Then what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, that Southbridge is reflowed, we're going to kill it. We're going to kill it on that. We're just going to throw it on that rework station, heat it up from bottom, heat it up from top. We'll make sure that Southbridge is reflowed. Yeah, you gave me 62%, mate. That's it. That's what we're going to do. So even if it's down to Southbridge, I mean, let's face it, we could put some pressure on that Southbridge. Could we not? Before we go, plug her in. Plug her in. Ambidextrous. Voltage mode. Slam that in there. Pressure down on the Southbridge. Flick that shut. We've got as 12 volt. We've got as 5 volt. We've got no 3 volt. Still no 3 volt. But we're not. I don't think it's Southbridge. I think Southbridge is reflowed nicely. I do believe in fairies. I do. Might not have done. Let's have a look. Let's have a gander. 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 I've got to dangle my go that far. flux between that, but and I'd say flux between them. They're going to be soldered. They're going to be soldered. That's going to be soldered. I could do. Unless we just kill it now. Although I wouldn't know where to inject 30 volts to. We could go 30 volts to 1.8, yeah? Just for the fact that 1.8 pissed us off. But I've been on almost fucking 4 hours. Where do you want 30 volts to? No mate, I ain't. I've got a bucket though and I can put some isopropyl alcohol in it. That should put fire out, shouldn't it? No, we're not killing it just yet. We're not killing it. I'ma work it out. I'ma work it out. Well, probably not though. Right, feck it. Give it me, I'll kill it. I can't give it you. Can't give it you to kill it. Because then you'd have to supply Nigel with a board and you've only got a 62% one. And I know you've only got a 62% board. Because I've got over half of it here. IPA is great fun. Wouldn't do 30 volt, would do more like 4. So it shows you the short. There is no short. There is no short, mate. Nothing's showing us short. Right, I'm going to call it a day for today. Fuck it. Can't see it being southbridge. Not quite sure what's going to generate the 1.8 volts. Yeah. Who knows? Bit of research. Come on, we'll do a part 4. Maybe one of days next week. I'm not on call next week, so feck it. I have all the time in the world. We'll do a part 4, and we might just cook it. We might just toast it. One way or another. Yeah. So, as always, if you didn't like what you saw, then go ahead, like the stream, subscribe or not, is what it is. Last few streams we've fixed back all here, but we've had a good go and we don't mind. You don't need to send a working board, that is not fair on you. No, it's absolutely fine mate, I don't mind. I pick them up relatively cheap-ish anyway. And me killing this, if I kill it, it's a bit of content. You know, we get together, we have fun, everybody joins in. And it is what it is. End of the day. Have you tried coffee method? No, I'm gonna go and try that now, mate. It's 6:45. Don't tend to drink coffee at this time, but I'm gonna fucking have one. No, I've not. No. We'll chat. We'll get it. We'll chat. We'll jump on Discord. We'll chat, and we'll go from there. Until next time. Until we kill it. Until we might fix it and then kill it. Either way, it's gonna die. We've had it. We've had enough. I'll cut it up. We'll do whatever. Anybody want any ICs or out off it before we do kill it? Then no problem. Might even just fold it in half and see what happens. Yes. No. Yeah. Friday. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Oh dear. Right, ladies, gents, thanks for joining, thanks for coming, thanks for having a laugh, thanks for laughing with me and at me all at the same time. Everything's going off, everything's being turned off. We'll see you next time. Have fun and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later, guys.